E aí pessoal, RockZero aqui com mais um pouco de Vampyr. Deixa eu me parar um pouco para não falar errado. Você acostuma fazer muita série de um jogo só, meu. Aí você começa até a errar o nome dos jogos. E deixa eu ver aqui, analisa o sangue de William Bishop na bancada, né? Faltou fazer isso, vamos analisar o sangue do pobre coitado do vampiro. Soro regenerativo fraco. Então analisar o sangue dele, ele liberou esse soro, né? Depois eu tenho que ver como que eu vou fazer pra... Como eu vou fazer pra fazer é bom. Como fazer esses tratamentos. Interessante.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Cara, eu queria saber o que significa aquele 3 no meu nome, do lado do meu nome, do lado da minha vida.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Nossa, que triste.
It's locked.
Descanse para evoluir. Tamo lá, meia-noite no jardim do bem morte. No jardim do quintal.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Cara, não é possível que a gente já encontrou outro vampiro. Não, vamos ver isso aí direito. Esses de pistas.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Interrogações locais. Agora eu posso investigar aqui os cidadãos, né?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Essa mulher aqui tá falando que ela é saudável, né? Então só é uma doidinha aí, uma doida qualquer. Agora deixa eu ver esse cara aqui.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ele tem as peças das armas, espingarda do Milton. Agora, deixa eu ver o meu inventário. Como é que eu faço para equipar isso? Não posso, né? Olha, realmente eu tô querendo saber como que eu equipo essa arma.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Não equipa. Simplesmente não equipa. Descubra quem está espionando a Thelma. Deixa eu falar com esse cara
Good
aqui.
evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Ah, não.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Eu vou precisar de pegar pistas,
Goodbye
né?
for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Cara, tudo precisa de pistas.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Beleza, né? Então ele não gosta de
Why
médicos.
is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Beleza, beleza. Thelma tá lá. Tinha uma coisa aqui. Nossa senhora. Tipo, esse vai ser aquele vídeo que basicamente eu não saio do lugar, né?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Trancada. A cidade precisa de você, voluntários.
I cannot enter. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Beleza, esse cara então vende coisas também, né? Vamos ver aqui.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Beleza, beleza. Pera aí.
A pawnbroker?
Yet,
Who comes here
Quem vem aqui
to
pra
trade
negociar?
with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I
Nossa
think
senhora,
I
deixa eu
only
enfiar a mão
know
no...
good people.
no microfone, eu vou ter que cortar isso aí depois.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Eu não vou ficar muito enxerido assim na vida dos outros. Cara, tem muita gente aqui no hospital, meu. Ah, vamos lá. Precisar de 1000 pra usar aquilo. Preciso melhorar também o vigor, né? Na noite seguinte,
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? The flower's dying. It needs water.
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor.
cara, cadê aqui as quests pra eu fazer? Acho que é investigações, né? É, aqui, investigações locais. Tem essas duas aqui. Entre no jardim do quintal.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
Caramba, eu tenho que ir pra cima? Agora eu não entendi. Mas ali tá trancado. Atenda a porta. Turno da noite, atenda a porta. Como assim, cara? Que porta que eu tenho que atender?
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry
Ah,
up.
Yes,
Passei
Nurse
reto.
Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Beleza, né? Entre no jardim do quintal. E entre no antigo necrotério. Cara, mas... Nossa, é umas coisinhas aqui. Até eu me localizar aqui nesse jogo vai demorar um pouco.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Ah, o fugitivo. Fotografia uma carteira do casal feliz, Milton e Pipa para sempre.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
E morreu. Que coisa, não? O motorista lá e a enfermeira. Antes de prosseguir aqui com a missão... Cara, tem... Nossa, onde eu saí aqui? Eu nem sei mais onde eu tô. Sei que eu tô perto do hospital, mas... Nossa senhora. Esse jogo é grande aqui, esse mapa. Ah, bom, cadê o Necrotério? Cheguei aqui. Nossa, acho que eu dei uma volta maior do que eu deveria. Aquele negócio, acho que eu vou ter que focar aqui na história principal, porque se eu for ficar fazendo side quest, digamos o seguinte, eu não vou acabar o jogo nessa vida.
It's locked.
Cara, encontre um pouco de tártaro ferroso, quinina. Algumas coisas estão aqui, outras lá fora. Ah não, eu saí do prédio. Bosta. Mas que droga isso? Cara, tá cheio de vampiro aqui.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that will prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. It's locked, all right.
Ah, a porta trancada. Será que as em vermelho estão trancadas?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement. I cannot
No.
enter.
Outro vampiro, meu? De onde saiu esse vampiro? Oh, droga. Maldito. Eu já consegui bastante, acho que eu consegui tudo que eu precisava conseguir aqui em cima. Agora é só encontrar um pouco de hipoclorito de sódio. Opa! Tem um vampiro aqui, além de mim. Tem vários vampiros.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Droga, eu odeio quando eu entro no golpe deles.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Puta merda, meu. O negócio tá trancado ali. O puta baúzão contendo coisas boas dentro. Pelo menos imagino eu, né? Trancado. Vai. Olha um Skull lá. Aí já era, mano. John Doe. O maluco fica invisível, cara. Como assim? Cara, ele me jogou a sombra dele. Oh, não tem como bloquear nesse jogo, cara? Deixa eu olhar aqui. Ah, esquema de controle. Algum tempinho, mas... esquivar, segurar, correr, tacar com a mão oposta. Não é possível que não tenha como bloquear no jogo, não faz sentido. Ah, meu ri. Cara, quase morri.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Ah, soro regenerativa. Ah, posso fazer tratamento pra fadiga e curar aquele cara. Interessante. Fabrique o tratamento para a fadiga. Ah, nossa, eu tô viajando aqui. Beleza. Leva o medicamento para a Dorothy no quarto dela. Cara, agora que eu vi que tinha outro aqui. Ah, a saída tá aqui. Não. Essa porta tá trancada. Meu Deus, tipo, eu tô assim, cara, que negócio preto que é esse ali, não é não, vampiro.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Cara, eu não podia, eu achei que eu pudesse falar com ela sobre o relacionamento, mas não. Vamos falar com o motorista aqui antes de finalizar o vídeo.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Goodbye, Milton.
Bom, agora que já fizemos essa quest, né? Essa side quest, né? Bom, pessoal, eu vou deixando esse vídeo por aqui. E espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu tô meio que vendo que esse jogo aqui vai ser um pouquinho diferente do que eu tô acostumado a trazer pro canal, porque é bastante narrativa, né? Mas fiquem ligados que se eu for transferir esse jogo para fazer live alguma coisa, eu aviso para vocês. Se você gostou, deixe seu gostei, não se esqueça de se inscrever no canal e até o próximo vídeo. E fui!